Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? We're back.
Back again, one more time. React and draw, people.
To talk about, deep-rooted issues concerning the entire planet.
It's true, yeah. We're going into deep dive into the serious issues that plague America right now. Such as the state of the action movie hero.
If you want any talk about inflation and
right, the war in the Ukraine, or
right,
the recent developments in the dealing with our former president.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go to another channel for that.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Ukraine is they got our money. That's all.
And they're not making any action movies, so I guess they're making an action movie, like, except it ain't a movie; it's like real life. But
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
yeah, they're blowing stuff up for real. Meanwhile, we're dealing in a fantasy world. We're dealing with, well, I mean, it is concerning to the state of the country
I
in
suppose,
a
yeah.
different way. Culturally, I mean, look, people have grown up with action heroes, such as the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Stallones, the Van Dams, and it was like, I remember back in the day they used to say those movies are exaggerated, like,
Yes.
like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover were Lethal Weapon, and they would run around and chase, drive cars and you know, run upstairs and chase bad guys off on rooftops and stuff, and punch people out, and they make loud noises when they hit them and all this. And people used to say, "Oh my God, this is crazy! This is so ridiculous." Now they don't even have human beings do action. Mostly, it's like these superheroes where they fall in a vat of goo, and they have to explain their origin for like, I don't know, 30 minutes before they put on the costume. And then suddenly it's like, I don't know, the director kind of walks off the set, and then the real director walks on, the CGI man. and, then, and then it's laser eyeball fights, rays coming out of their fingernails, and
Right.
all kind of stuff going on. And you don't really need a guy who's been like doing martial arts for years to do it. You just pick any, like, I don't know, former Disney Channel star, and he got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Before we get deep into it, what's up to John, Master Panda, Mama Bear, Faye is hit. But Mama Bear just said something important right here.
Honestly, I believe the quality of movies is a legit issue. People need the mythology and mental distraction that movies used to provide. This is true. Like, like people have like those what do they call that thing that does you be a chart, like the pyramid chart, what they call the Maslow hierarchy of needs or whatever, like the things you need to survive and all this, food, shelter, and whatnot. Now I haven't looked at that pyramid in a long time, but I would assume, like, for me, and maybe it's a bias, being an artist, art needs to be there. They had cavemen, like, drawn on in caves, big pictures and stuff. Art is like a component, of the psyche of humanity. Like,
right.
it's like the need to be creative keeps people from going insane. Using your imagination helps you relieve stress and invent things into the future. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
And art inspires people to do things in real life. Like people, joined NASA and became engineers after watching Star Trek and all this. That guy Scotty, who was like, fixing the warp drive, wasn't just a character on television to some people. He was like, an inspiration for people to, build rockets, fuel or something, something like that. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like,
right.
Art is important, and the quality of art goes down, then people want to not, ingest it. They don't want to buy it. They don't want to consume it. And then what happens after that? We're just left with people
real life
podcasts talking about real life while they experience real life. And I don't know, values don't transmit as well through, linear means as much as they do through art. Because whether people like the culture or not, it is mostly influenced by movies, TV, video games, stories, allegories, things like that.
You want to know what people do without art, bro?
What?
Have you surfed enough Twitter to come across the the TikTok trends?
I've seen some.
Yeah, that's what people doing without art. All right, they act like NPCs, cat girls. Is what people doing with art right now. Getting paid like I think one of them is getting paid like $2,000 by the way, huh?
Right. So I guess with those TikToks where they're saying they're they're paying for emojis to display on the screen. They pretend to eat the hot dog
Yeah,
emoji and
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, I've seen that trend. It's like I guess they're pretending to be a robot or a video game character at that time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a yeah, but I get what you're trying to say. It's like it without like I don't know storytelling. That's what and that's all you get. That's all you'll have.
Yeah, like just devolving right now.
Right. This is why like I had a post today on my Twitter talking about boomers. Like
Mm-hmm.
boomers get the bad rap on Twitter. You know, they wreck the economy. They whatever. They put us into some kind of credit debt system. They did all the wars and all this. Not like younger people have any better solutions either. You know, they're just
No, they
telling
do
us
not.
yeah, they just tell us to like triple down on all the bad stuff.
Right.
Like we didn't do the bad stuff enough, and that's why we're in trouble. So I don't really know about the passing the torch to the new generation if that's going to be the solution. But I will say this: boomers did create some dope art.
Memorable.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They did create some badass movies. They did
Bro, they
create like
created
Star
so
Wars
hard.
and like yeah.
They created so hard and so memorably that this generation is still copying them with multiple remakes and re-releases. They,
100%. Like
they can't let it go. It's a new Star Wars. It's a let's remake RoboCop. Let's remake like yo, how many remakes? Now they remaking
Ghostbusters, they want
stuff
to
that
remake
came out too.
that.
They don't.
Yeah. Without the boomers, the millennials and the Gen Z, they would have nothing to deconstruct. Like they would have nothing to gender swap. They would have nothing. Like they would have no social commentary. Because they would invent their own thing.
Uh,
They don't even want to greenlight their own thing.
no.
Like they're just looking for some old thing to retrofit and I guess I don't know, like whatever. Master Panda says, yeah, oops, what happened?
No, because it didn't have to
Master
say.
Panda says, agreed. Sounds like a world where the only entertainment becomes reality TV and reality TV adjacent stuff. That sounds too depressing to me. Yeah, and I tell you this, if that happens, you're losing the aesthetic quality, the visual quality of art. Like I tell you something else the boomers invented, music videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a superior form of I guess starter content to learn from in order to translate into film, because it's very dynamic and it has editing techniques.
Right.
The new generation, what are they going to learn from? Like, a podcast from like Valuetainment or something like. And I like Valuetainment, you know what I'm saying? They're giving like good advice and stuff, but I don't think just like planting the camera like in a still frame and like just pointing it at the dude is gonna be like dynamic enough to make the next generation of art per se. It could work like like as long as you're telling a good story, but there's no reason to lose like the visual I don't know panache of like I don't know decades of art like right now. Like what else we got?
Hold on. We got Brina with a thought-provoking solution right here. It said my solution to give me my 20 million reparations.
There you go. See, this is the kind of stuff that the younger generation has a solution. We condemn the boomers, because they spin us into oblivion, and the debt ceiling is a joke at this point. It's just some weird formality, and but the younger generation, they say to give her the 20 million. Now, I would say that is a good solution because it would make her $20 million richer,
Right.
and she
While
knows
increasing
us, so maybe she'll give us like $5,
right.
for the stream, and then me and Sean could split a 2-piece chicken meal
Wait,
with fries, no biscuit.
wait.
Can't afford it.
Does $10 pay for a $2 for a 2-piece now?
Oh, if it's $10, like what I'm saying, then
Well, then you said $5 each, so that put it together $10. So that will
Oh,
that
I just
pay
said
for?
$5, but I said $5, but
Oh, $5 to split between us. That
now,
that can't get no two piece.
that's true.
Not in Biden's America.
The libs won't allow it.
Wait, how much? Did we look this up before?
But inflation will allow for
What?
me to get
Did
a
we?
split a
Did we?
two piece with my boy for $5.
Wait, didn't
Man,
we? I swear we looked this up before. Like, how much is like Popeye's two piece? By the way, for anybody who is remotely confused, you had to be on our Twitch because we talked about this probably a couple months ago. Uh, they were trying to propose in California to some dude. I should get the clip. Some dude was saying that according to his calculations, every, every black person with inflation included should get 20 million apiece.
that's deep.
I don't know how he came up with this number. My man was out of his mind. But yeah, that was a funny video though.
Oh, for sure.
That was a classic. Hold on, let me get this off the screen for them. Brina said it's actually $8.99. It's $8.99. Yo, man, the two piece used to be cheaper than that. So anyway, I'm gonna find this clip. I'm gonna find this clip of that is gonna tie into what is going on tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's not just standard, news about whatever some some I don't know some Disney fail or something. But it's very important.
Well, I mean, there is a Disney fail in here.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so we got that too.
Yeah. No, we got a Disney fail. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Y'all probably. Oh my God! Here we go. Does this even have like audio right now? This is what we did. It's only like 7 seconds, but this is all you need, bro. What?
Okay. Hiya!
Bro,
Triple threat.
if I was to bring up the trailer, if you told me when Winter Soldier came out, right,
Okay.
that this was going to be a future promo, right, I'd be like, you're out of your mind. This looked like it looked like when they try to make a Superman movie like around the time of like Blank Man or something. Like I like the
Meteor Man with Robert Townsend for like
right.
the old heads out there. Like,
Yeah.
This is. Yeah, it's giving those kind of vibes right now. It's giving
with the whole corny like head tilts up. I'm like, yo, you can't do this anymore. We've seen
Batman, like Adam West, Burt Ward kind of like formation, the Zap Pow.
Right.
Now, granted, they got a lot of glowing powers in here and stuff, and they're really trying to market this film, even though from the trailers that I've seen, it has no kind of like visual sense to it, like in terms of like uniqueness. It definitely looks like it could be like a TV movie.
You know how to do superpowers without looking corny? Well, besides some of the Marvel movies, like this whole posing thing, you gotta do it like Chronicle, where they just learn and do it. They just do it. None of this posing crap. Now maybe this will look good in like drawing form or something. Does this even have audio?
This is very interesting. This will be a very interesting movie when it drops.
Sorry, that's too loud.
Well, it was better with the music, I guess. Like they're trying to pump it up. It's a big tip for you guys. Like you can make music and change a lot of things, but I don't think it's going to change.
No,
this much. It's just like, it's a tough franchise to deal with because like they're taking this theatrical. I guess like people are really banking that they remember Monica Rambeau from the WandaVision movie. I mean show. Now, of course, like we're comic book people, we know who Monica Rambeau is. She was leader of the Avengers back in the 80s. We know Monica Rambeau is a real character. Monica Rambeau is Captain Marvel before Carol Danvers. Like, I mean, just keep it 100. I mean, but then we got Miss Marvel over here who had a TV show. So I guess they're banking like everyone who saw those TV shows are gonna see this. And I don't know, man. It's so hard to deal with because like content is a strange thing. Like, does television have that kind of staying power into people's mind?
Right. Hold on. Sorry
To get
to
people to
cut that.
go to the theaters and fork over the $20. Now I know there's not that competition left.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry to cut on. Nightbot got it. I gotta teach Nightbot a lesson like after the stream. Yeah, it won't let you. Okay, so the caps it won't do. So it won't do all cap. But why did it let Brina do all caps?
She the moderator?
Oh, but it won't let. But it won't let you do emojis. Come on, Nightbot. Sorry about that, y'all. For anybody who's trying to type, that's actually ridiculous. I'll take all those restrictions off.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that after the show.
Yeah, because that's
So,
really annoying.
yeah. So after the show, we're getting rid of all that. Probably because like I don't know, people gonna spam some I don't know eggplant emoji or something, I don't know, whatever.
Let me go
Someone's
back.
gonna get really excited at this Marvel's promo and start spamming things that are inappropriate. Don't do that.
Damn, it deleted everything. Like,
wow, this is tough, bro.
Jesus Christ. Like, why? All right, I'm gonna just go read from the side because Nightbot can't tell me what to do. My mirror said Nightbot has an attitude on other channels. Oh, for real? So this is the thing, yo, Nightbot. What do you have to say about the decline of action movies, huh? All right, since you over here trying to like run shop on our stream right now, being very rude in our talks about KFC.
So
But
how
yeah,
does this tie into what the topic is at hand?
okay,
We're
number
gonna make a
one.
correlation.
Yes, number one. This is supposed. Now, I would say that superheroes are definitely like action. They are action movies. They might be a different type of action movies, but they're action movies nonetheless. Number one. Let's get this out the way real quick. This isn't. This looks like some girl power thing, and it's kind of insulting to women because it's like, oh, like this is all they can get. Now I know this is not all they could get because we've seen Long Kiss Goodnight, we've seen La Femme Nikita, we've seen Hannah, we've seen. I still have yet to watch Tom Blonde, but I'm gonna get around to it.
Yep, we've seen Salt with Angelina Jolie and Wanted.
Right. So why did they have to make? Is this like I don't understand this direction? It's like they made them have like some kind of. It's like a Charlie's Angels formulation, except without the joke, without the humor, and without the fun.
I'm guessing it's because DC has Wonder Woman, so that's like the most iconic superhero that probably in female superhero in comics is Wonder Woman.
Right, but Wonder Woman wasn't corny. At least the first movie.
Right.
Like
She's
Wonder
a very
Woman,
well put together character.
right.
And I guess Marvel doesn't have I guess they had with Black Widow.
Oh yeah, Black Widow was fire.
But they I don't know, the movie didn't live up to the expectations of what people thought it was going to be, but people didn't enjoy it, I think, on some level. It could be worked with, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like in terms of they could make it a real stylish spy thriller kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if they got a different director to jazz it up a little bit, with the
they definitely needed a different director because
with the action choreography and maybe get the John Wick people to choreograph the stunts, the flip rolls and
right.
some of the tactical shooting and stuff, because she's a spy, she doesn't have to do the traditional superhero thing all the time.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is just what Marvel has left. Is Captain Marvel. Like that's it. Like
Then make it fire or something. Like I don't know. Like I mean, maybe some
yeah,
things
it's tough.
cannot be fire. Like they're fireproof. I don't think like I don't. Uh,
It's difficult to say. I mean, I don't know. Like they don't. There's like it's hard. They have like a system. See, Marvel right now has a system where they have a giant green screen factory, and they do all their acting behind, in front of the green screen,
right.
and all their movies are made like that for the most part. And that's what they're used to, and that's what we're gonna do. And that's it's like a McDonald's like hamburger or something. They just plop out the meat like
Right. Oh, speaking of hamburger,
on a formula.
Brina says she sent me. Wait a minute. She sent me the Popeyes menu.
All right, so I guess we're gonna take a detour and study the inflation situation right here
Right.
through this Popeyes menu right now. Now, Popeyes, of course, is a popular chain restaurant, popular, for the chicken and stuff, and it was, never like the most like super affordable compared to like I don't know your mom and pop eatery or something like that, or like the local I don't know deli or whatever. But it was never this bad, like bro.
Yo, son. First of all, why is the 4-piece $11.99? Was the 4-piece that expensive before? I know it wasn't that expensive.
A 4-piece.
The 2-piece is $8.99. That's what Brina had claimed before.
I get 2 pieces of chicken for $8.99, bro. Just two. What kind of meal is this?
Dose. Wait, what's the family joint looking like? Hold on.
Bruh.
The 12
Probably
piece.
have
The 16 piece is $45.99.
to. $45.99. Man, you have to sell your kid into slavery to pay for this Popeyes.
Yo, someone get the government on the phone, me.
Oh, you need financial aid for this Popeyes, bro? Like, you gotta fill out a FAFSA form or whatever.
Good Lord.
Sally Mae calling you up for the next 30 years because you took a loan out on some Popeyes.
Yo, hold on, the 10 is 20 pieces, $54.99. The Federal Reserve need to stop, bro. This is ridiculous. Woo! That was fun. Yeah, that was it. Rita, where did you even find this?
I don't know. Popeye's chicken about to be the new currency. It's gonna move that in. Forget the rumors of like the central bank current digital currency and like
Yo,
this is gonna be the new currency right now. Just selling pieces of chicken and whatnot.
oh man, Popeye's about to be like, yeah, you're right. The IMF about to issue it out.
Fascinating.
Oof.
There you go. All right. See, this is the kind of like analysis you get in Reaction Draw. You get a little economy action going on right here.
Right.
In a relatable form right now. You got you got two people of color talking about chicken. We're taking risks. Taking big risks. Big Sean over here.
Oh man,
This whole rep on the line right now for the Popeyes. They should give him an endorsement right now.
everybody else's channel's like, yeah, I got this article right here that I'm about to read off. We like, yo, this Popeyes inflation is crazy.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It's some tasty stuff, though. I'll tell you that.
Hold on, we got stuff in the chat. Faye said you can make it your own. You can make your own for way less. Yeah, that's true. If you get like two chicken breasts, season it up.
Whatever the spices or whatnot. Try to approximate the Popeyes right now. Like, Mom, I want Popeyes, and we got Popeyes at home.
Now they could definitely say they got it at home.
You got your 4C breadcrumbs trying to like, I don't know, sprinkle it on some Purdue and like fry it up. Pretend it's the same. It ain't the same. But hey, at least it ain't like, I don't know, you ain't going into some kind of debt slavery to the Popeyes Corporation just to get a 2-piece. I tell you that. You be eating your homemade chicken and be happy about it.
Yo, remember when the number 2 at McDonald's used to be $5, bro? Like 5 straight $5.
Yeah, remember the dollar menu? Like that's
What the hell's the dollar menu?
At McDonald's.
Yeah, I know. So where the hell is it going?
Oh, where is it? I don't know. It went away like everything else in this country. I don't know, like where the jobs went and where the manufacturing base went, like where the action movies went, like where it went into this American memory hole, and no one knows what the hell anyone's talking about. You try to bring it up.
They were like, "What are you talking about?"
it went in the hole along with, like, I don't know, good television shows on broadcast TV.
Right.
The anti-war movement, like wherever the things go that people forget, like, then you try to bring it up years later, they're like, what the hell are you talking about? What, we were protesting the wars in the Middle East? What?
Yeah, remember that?
When did this happen? I thought
one in the hole with the left hating corporations.
What happened to that? I'm skeptical of big pharma. What? That doesn't happen. What? I don't know what happened with that. It used to be like, I used to watch 22 episodes of a show and I was satisfied on television. What happened? What? I don't even know what's going on, man. Now all I do is watch 8 episodes of some show with some guy I never heard of. That's supposed to be critically acclaimed. On some new, I don't know, streaming service.
It's Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount Plus. Does every damn studio need its own service right now? Like,
just so I could get it exclusively to watch Master Chief get bastardized.
Yeah, Master Chief. Oh man, let's get to the chat.
Master Panda says, they should have done something about the Popeyes fiasco and the Inflation Reduction.
That's true,
Power 800 here. What's up? Said I just ate from Popeyes. The location closest to me is bad. Most of the time, messing up the orders. I was lucky today. Everything was correct. Oh man, you got
yeah, that's something else.
Got a Popeyes that won't behave.
I mean, well, Popeyes is not known for behaving. I mean, it's not as bad as a Waffle House,
No, Waffle House is like a different breed,
but it's kind of bad. People have died, like like trying to get the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Remember, they were like shooting people on the line and whatnot. So
the sandwich
died for this chicken. So
yeah, how they was killing people for a chicken sandwich? It's like 2 pieces of bread and chicken.
Correct.
Brina says that's the menu of the Popeyes near her. Okay. Mm-hmm. John V. Page says a chain with Popeyes type recipes and Chick-fil-A type service would dominate the universe. Yo, you're right. Hold on. I just had to like process that in my brain. You're absolutely correct. Mom Bear says, shoot, it's $11.99 here. Wait, the 2 pieces $11.99 where you are? Yo. Imagine 2 pieces of chicken for $11.99, bro.
Yeah, to give you some fries. I don't know. Does that come with the drink? I think it does. But still.
That's too much. Enrico said, what's up? So you may be able to use your house for a collateral to a home for some chickens.
It probably will. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's going to be at the point of sale. Like you can use like Bitcoin. You can like give the deed to your house. You can like put up your children as some kind of indenture servitude just to get yourself, some Cajun fries.
Oh, man. We certainly segue into now everybody's talking about the chicken. It's all good though.
Yeah,
it's all fun here.
Well, look. Hollywood hasn't given us anything, so I mean, all we've done is talking about food. We're just talking about the basic elements of life.
See, this is a matter of fact. This
clothing,
this is
shelter.
Yes, this is the perfect correlation. Hollywood is so dead that we're finding more enjoyment talking about the inflation of Popeyes, which is still a negative thing, by the way. But I mean. Master Panda said, I think the COVID was the excuse that ruined a lot of these establishments. Waffle House isn't even open that late a lot in Atlanta locations now. That used to be the last resort late night spot. Yeah, I guess they closed it up.
Yeah, it's also a safety issue too. I mean, the crime is up, and it's just like giving people a place to hang out before they go rob the vape store.
Right.
So it's like, you know, late night place is just a place for bad things to happen at this point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Um, yeah,
Um. Oh, hold on. Power 800 got the hack. The 5-piece signature, if you order online, is 10.99. So I misread that. Well, I guess that's no. I guess that's still a hack.
people hacking Popeyes right now, son. This is how bad like
You try to find out
America.
how to get 5 pieces for $11.
This is how it's rolling right now.
But
This used to be a country, right, guys? This used to be a country, right? I mean, it used to never be this bad, right? I mean, we used to
it got you
have
in a
like
state of desperation.
as a dude, right? I felt like there was at least a segment of Hollywood for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a very sophisticated segment. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but you had your karate movies. You had like,
Oh, I forgot about this. I posted.
the last guy to do karate was like like Tony John, and they kicked him out or something like that because
Where's Tony John right now?
he was hitting people too hard. I don't know. I think like I saw a video and it said that Tony Jaa was I don't know, he tried to direct some sequel to his movie, and then like he kind of like got in a fight with the director and all that, and they like fired him and hired some other guy to do it. So I think he got kind of dissatisfied with Hollywood, or they got dissatisfied with him. It's very uncertain.
Did he get in a fight, like an argument, or did he like triple flip kick my man's?
He kind of was in over his head or something, and they kind of relieved him of his duties, and just you know maybe after that it was I don't know, whatever.
So,
Anyway, you drew the plane lady. That's cool.
oh yeah, but yeah, for my head canon, I'm gonna say that he triple flip kicked the director, and my man went twirling like an alpha council from Street Fighter into glass.
Yeah, he need to like I don't know triple kick people into like I don't know making some more action movies. He need to go in Hollywood and start whooping some I don't know script readers and producers like and start into shape
Right. Faye said Tony Jaa
metaphorically.
is gonna be in the new Expendables. So, I mean, obviously, this is just a talk of wishes because this whole actor writer thing is going on. But I'm just saying, like,
The
so
strike.
right. So I watched it, like, getting back to Mission Impossible, which I liked, the Dead Reckoning Part 1. I'm like watching it, and it was very sad to see the credits because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, we just watched this 61-year-old man who literally rode a bike off of a cliff and 6 times apparently to get the stunt right. 61-year-old man running through the street. 61-year-old man trying to like dove people to entertain the hell out of us. He's 61, y'all. Keanu Reeves is 58. Donnie Yen is 59. I said this on my Twitter. What are we doing? Now, look, if they want to keep making movies, by all means, let them go because they're making some great movies. I'm just saying, where are the new people? And I think Anthony Mackie said this best, where he was like, "Oh, we don't have the movie star anymore. We just have the character. They see him, they think of the Falcon. You don't think about, let me go see the new Anthony Mackie movie." Enrico Jackie did it first. So yeah, of course he's included. And he's old too. All these people is old. Stallone is old.
True.
Jackie Chan is old. Tom Cruise is old. I mean, Bruce Willis is out of the game, sadly. Blessings to him. Freaking Keanu Reeves is old. Am I missing anyone? Jet Li is old. Like, all the people's old. And then any other person I could think of, right? Where it's like more to like our age, like Chris Hemsworth, and he's getting shoved onto Netflix. And I saw both Extractions, and to be honest, those could have been in the movie theaters.
Yeah, that would have been a big hit if they were in the movies.
Those could have been in the movie theaters. Legitimately.
They definitely have trailer moments that they could have parlayed into commercials.
So you have that, and then you have the younger people. This is why on Twitter I brought up Aaron Taylor Johnson. Why the hell is he? And I know I complained about this before when we watched the trailer. I bring it up once again. What the hell is he doing in Craven? He could have been in something else. He's capable. He's clearly capable of action, and you use him for a Craven that's in name only, and everything else is just superhero movies.
Now, people could say, "Well, what's wrong with that?" You know,
But those superhero movies coming out suck.
Yeah, we're like scraping the bottom of the barrel of like notoriety of these superheroes right now. I mean, look, we're common people. We know who Blue Beetle is. Normies do not know who Blue Beetle is. And if the entire and if like I don't know the entire like superhero genre is going to rest on a few of these superhero movies being successes, I don't think you want to lead with Blue Beetle. You know,
Yeah,
my
Blue Beetle.
apologies to the Blue Beetle fans out there, the Blue Beetle stands right now.
There are Blue
You
Beetle
know,
stands.
I don't know.
Oh,
They're
probably,
out there
maybe.
right now, bro. They're probably out there right now. They're probably like roasting us in the chat right now or something. Like, they're probably. But I'm just saying though, like, if the Flash bombed, yeah, Ezra Miller and stuff, but you
Yeah.
never know. You never know. Sometimes the first Shazam, they thought like that wasn't going to do well, and it did well, but then the second Shazam did not.
I mean,
It's like, listen, but we're talking about action stars that are not superheroes, and I guess they are going extinct, like our thumbnail says, because there's no new people. It's very demanding to be an action star without the CGI and all this. You have to learn some martial arts, some stage fighting. You have to look believable. You got to be tall.
right.
You got to, work out. You got to know a little choreography.
Right.
But it's possible. There's a few like people that are action stars right now. Got Chris Pratt. I guess Chris Pratt is like the guy right now.
I guess.
And
But
he's
so
on that
where's
show,
his
The
where's his
Terminal
where's his
List.
franchise? Oh, he's on the show. My bad.
He's on a show, The Terminal List, and he tried to make movies, but they were like sci-fi movies, like that Tomorrow. Was that one? Tomorrow something?
Oh yeah.
Where like they send people from the past, from the present into the future or something. But he started in the PG-13 stuff, Jurassic Park and whatnot. But I think like the Terminal List is probably stuff that he wants to do, like be like a straight up action like hero. But all right, so you got Chris Pratt, you got Chris Hemsworth,
right?
That's about it, right? That's about it. Unless people can like say in the chat who else. I guess you got like guys like Scott Adkins, who they won't let him have his own movie in the theaters.
Yeah, he's not. It's like I like his stuff. It's just they're not giving him any traction.
Yeah, you got Michael Jai White, but like, these guys are pushing 50 themselves, which is fine, I guess, because like, I guess today's 56-year-old isn't like your dad's 60-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like Idris Elba is straight up 50.
This generation 60-year-old is like, I don't know, they're on statin drugs. They're on like, I don't know, HGH, human growth hormone. They got nutritionists. They got like steroids.
Right.
I got it from my doctor. It's okay. I think so. They got creatine. They got like, fitness videos. They're doing pretty good. So,
I mean, I guess, but then what my concern was like when these like okay fine like Idris Elba's 50, right? And
yeah, he's 50 or something, or getting there.
So I think
he is.
No, he's straight up 50. Like,
okay, yeah.
So I guess he's like mid road. You know what I'm saying? He could get a good like 10 years out of him before
Yeah, but you kind of want to start these guys off younger in these action franchises, so you get a few good years out of them. Like Seagal and Van Damme, they didn't start at like 50. Okay.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Like maybe Seagal was in his early 30s or something when he was like an action star, but they didn't like start him off at like 50.
I mean, that's why I brought up Aaron Taylor Johnson. My man is 33.
Right. He's
They
ready
could
to
do
go.
something with him right now. We're stretching for stuff. Like I was talking about this at work, and we were stretching, bro. They came up with Robert Pattinson. I'm like, I mean, I guess you could, I don't know, have him in some movie where, like, I don't know, he's trying to solve the case. He got two guns or something like that. I guess.
Right. Why not? But he's like more of a guy who's like trying to get like an award or something.
Yeah, I don't see him as the guy. Like, I don't think he's gonna do it. Although he
He's starring in
should.
movies like
He really should, because I'm like, bro, you can have all the prestige you want, but I just want to remind you that you put on a bat suit, so your credibility, right? Although I guess Batman is supposed to be like the most prestigious of heroes, since he's the most serious. He's the one that's taken the most seriously.
right.
He's like the, I don't know, the Grey Poupon of, I don't even know if I said that right, of superheroes or something. So
Well, there's another situation going on. It's like the action movie from back in the day was very expensive genre. The Die Hards and all that. It costs like a lot of money. So all they did is they just transferred that budget to superhero movies.
yeah, and he did.
And just instead of like blowing stuff up in real life, they just like hire the computer guy to work 18 hours a day to draw the explosion. And that's what's going on right now. Now, I would say like these superhero movies are getting too expensive.
Yeah,
They're like getting more expensive than action movies from back in the day.
300 mil, 200 mil, 300 mil.
And they're trying to build IP and they're trying to like build up a franchise off of pre-existing material. But
stuff like, who wants to see Blue Beetle, bro? What are we doing? The Marvels?
yeah, I mean, you might as well just make up your own property at some point. Like, just like, it can't be worse than this. Like,
I mean, seriously, it's like, what?
And they don't want to touch rated R at all. That they don't want to touch it for some reason. Like, they don't want to spend like the only rated R stuff they'll allow is like horror movies.
It's Punisher and Deadpool. That's it.
Yes, they don't think anyone over 18 years old like spends money in the theater at all. Like, they just think like it's just for children. Like, and you can watch a children's movie as an adult. Like, but after your 18th birthday, I don't know. I guess you start becoming a voracious reader or something and start watching Masterpiece Theater at home on PBS. Because movies ain't for you, bro. Like,
hold on, let me go look at the chat. Faye said Henry Cavill could have been an action star. He hasn't even given an opportunity. Yeah, every time, I mean, they made him Superman, and then, that was over. Well, I mean, I guess that's the superhero genre. Then he was in The Witcher, and then they got rid of him. I don't know, he can't catch a break. He need a franchise. Why doesn't Henry Cavill have a franchise?
Henry Cavill is trying to build his own franchise now. Well, not really. I mean, he's got the rights to do the Warhammer stuff, so he's doing that.
Yeah.
And he's hoping to, I guess, not mess that up like they did with The Witcher or something,
right,
according to him. So that's what he's up to. Now, I don't know, like, I don't think anybody in Hollywood has faith in like an original screenplay writer's idea for an action franchise.
They say that, and then John Wick made money. Like, I don't understand.
And John Wick had to start small. It had like a mid-sized budget, and it was a hit, and it made the money back. So then they gave him a little more money, so each one gets a little more. It's sort of like they don't have faith in the mid-sized budget film.
Right.
It's either it costing like $4 or $400 million. But anything in between, like, says like, well, we didn't spend enough on it to look that good, and I gotta spend a little more on the marketing budget. Will people even see this film? I don't know. They just feel like more comfortable if it's like costs a lot of money, because I guess if you spend a lot of money, people think like, damn, they must really have confidence in this thing. I'll invest too. Maybe that's how it works.
But and that is true, but now they have no leg to stand on anymore. These people are spending $1 bajillion, and the CGI sucks.
Yeah, because they're like making 12 of these movies a year, so they're just, I don't know, overworking their CGI people.
Right.
That all they could do is pretty much hit the clone tool at this point.
Like this ain't the days of like Man of Steel or like Endgame or anything. Like CGI sucks now. So
Well, it's relative because like you watch a movie from the 90s, the CGI was really bad back then. Like,
no, I understand it, but I'm talking about their claim of like, oh well, if we have a big budget movie, we can't spend on this mid budget movies. We're gonna make it look great, and then you make
oh
Ant
yeah,
Man,
yeah, it
and then
looks
you make
bad.
Ant Man for bajillion
Yeah.
dollars and get a return of $2.
Yeah, because yeah, it's crazy. And people, I don't know, I guess they're trying to figure out what's going on with like people right now. Like they're expecting people just gonna show up just because they flashed the Marvel logo on it or the Disney logo or the DC logo on it.
Right.
And people are kind of just checking out a little bit. Maybe it's because like, I don't know, after the pandemic, people are like actually going outside right now and they're going on vacation for real and they don't need to spend time cooped up in theaters. Or maybe they're just like fatigued. They're just like, look, I don't need to see like part 17 of some ongoing story of some cinematic universe that will be rebooted in 2 years. Like I already put in my time, you know. Marvel won't let me go or something. It's like if you go to therapy for years and like the therapist will never say you're cured, you just keep going forever. It's almost like they won't let you go because they want your money. And it's like you saw the end game, and then it was not the end game. There was still more fight. It's like Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Like the wars never end. I guess it's like our real life. The wars never end in our world either. We were hoping like at least you get a break though,
Right.
between wars. But I guess it's like how we are now. Like it's just like you just run it concurrently. Star Wars never end.
Alpha Protos here says, are the John Wick low budget movies? I'm not. Wait, hold on. How much did John Wick 4 cost to make?
I certainly would say they are low budget than like any superhero movie coming out. I tell you that. They have to be.
John, well, hold on. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Why don't you compare the John Wick budget and the Blue Beetle budget? See what happens.
Oh, actually, let's do that. Let's see. Let's see. All right. John Wick budget. John Wick 1 budget?
Well, John Wick budget 100 million. John Wick 4, I see right there in the poster.
Yo, this movie still costs less. And you know, has anybody watched John Wick 4? Like the set design is insane.
Yeah.
What the? Okay, versus what?
Blue Beetle.
All right.
Or anything.
I'm about to check it versus everything. Blue Beetle budget.
Oh, it's not that much.
Okay.
120 million.
All right, so that matched up. That matched up. Let's see. Ant-Man.
Still more though.
Ant-Man budget. 200 million. So that was twice as much. And it looked worse. Thor Love and Thunder. They have it down here. It's 250 million. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, babe. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they spending money on. They spending money on MODOK or whatever his name was.
Yeah, that was some bad CGI.
Spending money on MODOK right now. Meanwhile, John Wick 4. How much? Wait, how much Mission Impossible cost? I'm pretty sure that was expensive though. Mission Impossible 7. No. Actually, what did it do in box office? I'm curious.
Yeah, because I remember they were saying that it fell below expectations. I think they were expecting $150 million, and they didn't get it. Let's see, launches with mighty 235 million globally, including 155 million debut at international box office. I think they were expecting that for the domestic as well. It's a hit. I mean, it's a hit any way you slice it. I think they were just trying to compare it to Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, okay.
You know, but sometimes these things are just timing. It's a different kind of movie.
Jeez, Shoo. Whoa.
Yeah.
It looked this price. It looked this price. Okay, like this movie actually looked like it cost this much. Unlike freaking Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yo, son, Fast X was 300 and 340 mil.
Wow.
Sheesh. That I don't even know what to say about that. Okay.
It's kind of wild that that's how much it takes to entertain people. Like 300 something $1 million. Like if any like what if they had one less flying car in the air, like
Uh,
it would like destroy the entire like franchise if they didn't like film in some international country and rent out the Louvre and stuff for a day. Like,
I
would
mean,
it really like destroy the fabric of the film? Like,
the location definitely contributes to the budget. Like, how much was Tenet? I bet you Tenet was like ridiculous. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why it cost that much. By the way,
Because of the locations.
they had people walking backwards, and they called it like a film. Like, I don't know. Maybe people like Tenet. I don't know. I feel like it was a big psyop. People didn't.
How much did Inception cost? 160, and that was a better movie, way better.
Yeah, way better. Way better effects. Way better story.
You know, I've never seen Interstellar, so I just saw it listed here. But anyway,
Anyway, let's see the chat. Look at the chat.
alrighty.
See what you guys got to say.
Oh, let's scroll up a little bit. Oh no, we did there. I've said. Didn't they say Deadpool was 6 million budget? Was it Deadpool? I know Deadpool 1 was pretty cheap.
It was pretty cheap. Those were the way they would give like Ryan Reynolds creative control.
Right. Yeah. Look, 58 mil.
Yeah.
58 mil.
And you could tell because in some ways because like the last scene took place in some kind of junkyard or something.
Right.
But so what? Like whatever. It took place in a junkyard. It had cool action.
Yeah.
It says Brina says, can they give 200 million to me and call it reparations?
Sure. Without damaging the economy, of course, because
Sure. I guess like you would have to like be the chosen avatar for I guess all of Black America.
right.
And I guess they will live vicariously through you. Maybe they'll have a reality show about your life as you spend the money and live your life, and they can live their dreams and through you as you
Right.
go through your adventures and vacation.
Oh, Enrico's just here. So.
He says,
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just betting on and hope for the fail of one or two of the major studios, Disney most of all.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know if they'll ever fall. They probably get bailed out, but like they're not doing what. Well, y'all saw me. What was that yesterday when I brought up this guy talking about like, they're making money. I'm like, bro, they lost 900 million. Bro. Like, what?
Yeah, you linked to like a mainstream article.
Yeah, I'm like, this
Yeah,
is
I'm like,
not
bro, this
good.
is MSN.com. This is they're having some issues. I mean, like we're not saying they're, Bob Iger's walking outside with like a wheel, like a barrel around him, and because he's poor as hell. I'm just saying, like, it ain't the same like it used to be. They're riding high on that, Avengers Endgame money.
Right, and I assure you, once Snow White and the non-Seven Dwarfs comes out, that's not going to do well, and neither is the Marvels. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe there's like Marvel's stands coming out the woodwork that I don't know about, a fervent fan base,
Right.
but I don't see it. I mean, there's no major stars that people recognize. They barely recognize those characters. I guess Captain Marvel made money, so they could just, on paper, I guess people
Right.
would want to see a sequel. Like, Sabrina says, "Well, Disney is selling shit off right now because they're going broke." That's interesting. I have to look into that. Uh, DC is too, according to Mama Bear. I had to look into that as well.
Right.
Alpha Proto says, I saw a clip from the recent Mission Impossible of Tom Cruise, Hispanic last name, was trying to jump a motorcycle off a cliff. Every attempt he had to use a new motorcycle. Yeah, so I guess like new motorcycle up the budget, you know.
Yeah. And he did it 6 times. According to a video I saw. I was like,
And you know it was a good motorcycle, you know.
of course. So
But maybe it was like,
the mountain that they were actually on top of a mountain, but the ramp of the mountain, because in the movie it looks like it's like just a mountain slope. It was actually a straight mountain, and they built a ramp. I guess they green screened that part, but he still dies off a mountain, a very high. You're not coming back from that mountain 6 times, and yeah, I guess he if you do have to redo that shoot, then yeah, you're gonna have to crash that motorcycle. Gonna have to crash that motorcycle. Hold on, what we got here? Master Panda
says, look, I defended all of Nolan's movies in the past, but I'd be lying if I said I'm not tired of him.
My bad. I'd have to go to
trying to make his films as complicated as possible.
Yeah,
he says, here's an idea. Nolan tell a linear story. Yeah, it's like it's getting a little out of hand.
Yeah, I don't know. He doing too much. Alfredo, hold on, what he said? So, how could Disney broke if they have a steady flow of theme park money? Well, I heard some of those parks are like not. They're like kind of closing them down because the theme parks are too expensive for people to partake in. So yeah, that's a thing.
Right. These people are accustomed to a certain lifestyle that, you know, these corporate executive people, and they're used to like a lifestyle that we are not used to. You know what I'm saying? So if they make like, I don't know, $7 billion or something, it's like they're doing great. Now they're making less. It's like they're panicking right now, you know, because they're not trying to lose. Like they're not trying to sell the fourth yacht,
Right?
You know, the 17th mansion. They're not trying to lose anything. They're just trying to maintain or gain. So if they get down to like, I don't know, some kind of average billionaire status money situation, they'll probably just fold up the biz or something at that point. Like,
yeah,
you hear what I'm saying? Like if they wound up with like if Bob Iger wound up with like the Kardashians' money and stuff, and they're pretty rich, you'd probably be like, well, I get all these headaches. You know, these actors want to kill me. You know, I make all these films. You know, they do well, they don't do well. You know, I got state of Florida trying to sue me. It's like, is it worth the headache, bro? It's a trip. I don't know. Like, look, I just like don't know about these financial things as much as like I don't know some financial analysts would. All I know is that the content is not popping, and that's what I believe is why people are not going to the theater.
I got even more harsh thing for y'all that I usually don't say in public. Maybe I shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Oh Lord.
Back in, it's not super controversial. Yo, if John Wick and Mission Impossible came out in the heyday, in the peak of action movies, John Wick and Mission Impossible would be tier B to me.
It's hard to say, really.
Not like it'd be under some stuff.
Right.
That's super under. That's super under because I was still gonna watch it. I mean, I'm going back to like stuff with like the Matrix, Terminator 2. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Those are like classics that like with stories, because it's not only just the action, it's the story
Right.
connected with the action that like makes it a classic. It's not just like technical exercise or execution. Like John Wick is cool, but like John Wick is about like a dude avenging his dog 3 movies ago.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's just about him trying to, I guess, survive, and that's about it, really. And but fine. I mean, it's still leagues above like
Oh
whatever
yeah. But
swap is
it
coming
would be
out.
like
But
it
it's
would be like a also film. It's like, yo, I just saw Terminator
yeah,
2.
certainly.
That was crazy. Oh, also I gotta go watch Extraction. You know what I'm saying? Like
Now it depends. It's like I don't know like how someone would see like, 'cause this is a scene where like extraction guy takes a big Gatling gun and he's like, I guess like some techniques have been updated for the future, like drone shots or whatnot.
yeah,
But in terms of story, no, this is
no.
just like generic stuff. Like
Which is fine. Like you can have a generic story, that's fine because I can still, you know, get through it. I'm just saying. Now, to be fair, I am mentioning movies that are like freaking classic. Like Terminator 2 is insane. Like,
but if you look at the career of a guy like The Rock, has he created a movie franchise of his own
no,
that rivals something that Schwarzenegger did back in the day? Like
hell
Total
no.
Recall, like Terminator 2, True Lies. Like he did Skyscraper, okay, which is like a ripoff of Die Hard.
Skyscraper. I still didn't see. Did you see Skyscraper?
I did see Skyscraper,
I did not see
and it was just
Skyscraper.
some, I don't know, generic stuff that was going
Was it
on in that
rated
movie.
R?
No, because he wants all the money. He's like, listen, I think like with The Rock, he took a bunch of risks in his early career that he doesn't want to repeat again because I guess it didn't pay off. Like he was in that. Remember Donnie Darko, the movie Donnie Darko?
Yeah.
Well, the director Richard Kelly, he did a movie called Southland Tales, and the movie did not make money, and it was like very confusing, but it was an interesting movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock was in it, he was casting against type. He wasn't like, shooting people and whatnot, but he did play a movie star.
Okay.
And it's kind of like weird. It's kind of supernatural. It's kind of like political. And he took it, as a change of pace. And I guess it didn't pay off for him in terms of the funds. And he did some movies called Faster, which is like, it was an action movie. I hear it was pretty good. I never saw it, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess like, I don't know, the bank manager said, hey, listen, man, either you're going to go back to WWE or you're going to start making some all audience, like, I don't know, stuff. So I guess he hooked in with, some Chinese investors and started making movies like Skyscraper and Rampage. And, he has to be plugged into some kind of weird, generic high concept with special effects. And to be fair, that's what Schwarzenegger did back in the day. But Schwarzenegger worked with like an actual like writer and like director that, had a vision and tried to do something at least some bold and edgy and daring for the time. Like he's working with Paul Verhoeven. Like you got like Paul Verhoeven is a real director, okay? He directed RoboCop, he directed T2, he directed Starship Troopers. That's a real director, okay? I don't know who directed the guy who directed Skyscraper is the guy who directed Dodgeball, okay? Now,
Wait,
I got no beef with Dodgeball. Dodgeball got some funny parts in it. I just don't know if he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could work with a Dodgeball guy, but at some point, he's at the stature where like he could actually recruit a director with at least half the vision of like a Paul Verhoeven or a James Cameron from back in the day.
Right.
Also, another thing is that superstars right now, they just can't have a set it and forget it. Like, I mean, attitude with finding talent. It was easy with Schwarzenegger. He would just say, oh, who made the RoboCop movie?
Right.
That was a good movie. It was a number one movie. I will now do a movie with this man. It's so easy. It's like, okay. Nowadays, you gotta hunt for a director. You gotta actually have like taste. Okay.
I guess it's another thing when we were talking about the action star. Who are the action directors? So let's start. The Russo brothers, Zack Snyder, and I think I'm done. I think I'm done already. Like I think I'm done. Gareth Evans.
Yeah, for the raid, but no one's calling him up. Like The Rock is not calling that guy up.
He should.
Like,
If I was The Rock, I would have called Gareth Evans up ASAP.
yeah, and say, hey man, the raid is awesome. I think like with my star power, we can get like a budget of like $150 million. Is there anything in your just drawer that you want to make that you never want to make before? But that would, like, I don't know, hinge on The Rock watching the raid. Like maybe he's just not
Oh,
that guy. Maybe he's just like some average like normie guy who's like, oh, I just watch sports and superhero films or whatever came out in the theater. That's what I know. He's looking at the Mission Impossible director saying, yeah, can you work with me? And then he's like, no, I just work with Tom Cruise. Sorry. He's like, damn, who else should I work with? I don't know. I give up because that's my ideas.
and then it's time for Dodgeball Man.
Yeah, it's time for the guy that did dodgeball because I don't know. He met him at a party or something. I don't know what's going on. I mean, you gotta think outside the box sometimes. Like you gotta actually really like movies. Like Tom Cruise really like movies.
Right.
He says he watches everything, and I believe him
Yes.
because I'm gonna tell you this: a bunch of people after Tron Legacy did not make the money that they wanted to, probably wrote that director off. But Tom Cruise saw that dude and said, "You know about special effects, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It has a quality that I think with teaming up with Tom Cruise and whatever script he want to do,
Yeah.
could be something." So he picked up this guy Joseph Konsky, I think his name is, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna go make Oblivion, right?
Right.
Which is a pretty good movie,
Right.
But he picked this guy, but he didn't have to. But he saw like my man is like, no, none of these other big directors are available right now, so he's gonna like actually see talent where no one else can. Look at a movie like Upgrade, directed by Lee Wannell, the guy who did Saw. That was a good movie. That had some good action. It was innovative. Like it's a movie about a guy who I guess is a guy is paralyzed, and then he puts in a chip it also has an AI component, and then with that he's able to move his limbs and stuff.
Right.
And then the AI takes over, his body, and then suddenly he's doing like karate moves without like his consent or something. And it was interesting action, and I'm thinking like, why don't The Rock just call that guy up? But maybe he doesn't watch those movies.
Because The Rock
maybe
ain't cool, bro. He's not cool. It's like he's not. He don't think about.
he's a nice guy. He's a fun guy. But I don't know.
Man, making movies like Sesame Street type, like the right shit. Man, making movies like a child, like no,
three big animals. I'm gonna make a movie about three.
He's mad frustrated.
It's like, bro, like just scroll on Netflix, find a movie, like think outside the box. Don't just you doing TV shows like game shows and stuff. I'm just like,
I don't mean to be even dissing The Rock this hard, but
I like The Rock, and it's just I'm just saying, guys, we gotta expand the movie knowledge here, folks. We gotta like.
Who else can get it?
How about a guy overseas? How about like a Korean? You know what I'm saying? These guys are Korean are knocking out these TV shows with action and kung fu for no reason. Like they had that movie, Space Sweepers or something. The thing costs like $30 million. It looks like $100 million, right? Like, why don't they call that guy up to say, hey man, can you make my space movie or something, or make my action movie or whatever? Instead, it's just like, I don't know, man. You know what's crazy though? I will say this. How come these Disney directors who make these Marvel films, how come I don't see them blowing up making other movies? Like the directors of Captain Marvel, how come they're not making like, their next big action franchise? Didn't that movie technically make $1 billion?
Yeah, it did.
is there like a Hollywood like thing saying you didn't really direct that movie, did you? Is that like that thing going on? Because usually back in the day, it's like you make a hit no matter if it's bad or good. The critics didn't like it, the critics liked it, the audience liked it, it made money, whatever. That just give you like another movie to make just because you on paper you made money.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing like these directors are like directing these Marvel movies and stuff, and they're just like I can't even tell you who directed the Black Widow movie. I cannot tell you the name of the person that did.
I don't even. You want to find out?
Yeah, sure. Let's find out. Like, I don't know. It's like directed by the Disney Corporation. It's like a nameless faces.
Random mofos.
Yeah, Black Widow director. Directed by who?
Kate Shortland. Or Kate,
Yeah. Yes, directed by Kate Shortland. This movie made how much?
let's find out. Black Widow. Oh, let me just hit back. Come on. Black Widow box. So first of all, how much did it cost to make? What was the budget on this?
Well, it has it in Wikipedia if you scroll down. I mean,
Oh,
$209.
okay.
That's the
No.
budget for like
Box office.
the box office. Now, this was like a pandemic kind of situation. That's still a lot of money. I mean, well, being considering the budget and the marketing thing is
yeah, I
kind of
don't
like
know.
a dud, but yeah, times is tough. Check out the Captain Marvel director.
Alright, Captain Marvel. Made mad money for no reason. Captain Marvel director.
Directors, I guess it was like
Yeah,
what is
three.
it, like 3 people?
The 3 people direct this thing. Are you serious?
They're like a team or something. It's like Voltron. They
Yeah, like they
form together to create one thing. Well, that's fine. I mean, me and Sean make comic books together, so
yeah.
so let's see. Did they direct anything else? What was the next movie after that?
Let me see. Adam Bowden. What you did? What's your IMDb? Come on. She is known for. After that, she did 4 episodes of Mrs. America.
Okay.
All right, next director. Get back. Ryan Fleck. My boy Big Fleck. All right, what did you do?
Right, Big flecking it up.
He did. He also did. What they teamed up on these 4 episodes of Mrs. America?
Maybe they created the show.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe they like parlayed their success into like a directing career. Candyman.
That was screenplay by. She wrote.
Oh, okay.
She wrote Candyman, I guess.
So I don't know. You usually have to make $1 billion franchise. You don't move back to TV. They like tell you, hey, you're important people. Okay.
Right.
You're very important to like theatrical filmmaking right now. You obviously had the vision that get you the $1 billion. So we're gonna close to it. So we're gonna need you to make some films. But apparently, I don't know. This is not happening right now.
Now I'm gonna call up Ryan Fleck. Like, yo, son, you about to do Red Cyberpunk Fairytale movie? No, we're not.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's see the chat.
All right.
And we'll begin to wrap up. We say.
Hold on, I might just read it from the side because it's kind of.
Yeah, read it. Yeah, read it.
How far up are they? You guys were talking to him today in this
That's good.
ridiculous no shit. I still need my action star though. Like I'll
Yeah.
I'll get anybody. Yo, can Denzel Washington's son do something?
He could, and they let him. He should have been the next Black Panther. They should have recast him.
Right. I mean, I know we said that before, but he definitely should have. Like, can he do something? Can I don't know. Enrico said he don't like the John Wick films.
Yeah, there you go.
I can understand that.
Yeah. And it technically achieved something, but it's like I can see there's like a sterile quality to it. Like people can't connect because the characters, he's not like he's fighting for his family. He's fighting for honor. He's fighting to save the world or anything like that. He's trying to save his city block or
Yeah, there's
something.
there's
He's
no
just like,
stakes. See, the thing I loved about this last Mission Impossible is that there was very very high stakes. This one is like, oh, I'm fighting to get out the high table. Some dudes I never see, by the way. So
right. They're very much into their lore right now. Like,
I mean, the lore is cool, but like you have to put stakes, like kidnap somebody or something. I don't know, like
yeah,
like,
exactly. Kidnap Halle Berry. He has to go save Halle Berry or something.
yeah, do something. It's just like, oh, trying to survive. It's like, you know what it is? It's like watching a movie, and it's like it's cool. I appreciate it, but it's like watching somebody play a survival mode.
Yeah, just watching them play. You're not playing the game.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm just watching survival mode right now. How
All
many
right.
waves can they get past? Mom Bear says technically Mission Impossible was out in action heyday, and it was a TV series. Oh yeah, yeah. Mission Impossible was a throwback and you know throwback show, and then I
You know
think the
what's
first
funny?
movie came out. When did the first movie come
Yeah,
out?
had to be like
N- n-
1997,
Right.
1995 or something like that. It was a long time ago. That movie is actually kind of controversial because, like, spoiler alert for anyone who's never seen the first Mission Impossible, they had the leader of the team be the bad guy at the end. Yeah.
Yes.
And that character is the character that Peter Graves played in the original. In fact, they asked Peter Graves to be in this, and he said, "I won't play that character because my character would never do that."
Right.
So John Voight played the character instead. That's actually pretty controversial, like, but somehow they got away with it because it looked cool, and it was like it didn't matter. Like
Right.
people kind of forgot about the Mission Impossible. Maybe they connected too. But I know that was kind of wild that they built this franchise out off of a total like betrayal of character or something. Like if that came out now, there would be like
forget
40.
it.
There would be like 12, like I don't know, 12,000 videos about like how it dishonored the franchise, and
Oh yeah, they would be like, nah,
whatnot. Hell
nah.
no.
It would have been over. It would have been
Yeah.
over.
Let's see.
I think I read this before. Phase said the Rock's movies are generic. Yes, they are. Rita says I'm still bamboozled that the Rock dropped off a 100-story skyscraper and took no fall damage. Just stood up like, hey, in one of his movies. What movie was that? In Skyscraper?
I can't remember. It's hard to remember Skyscraper really. Like, it was made, I guess, and
Massive Panda says I genuinely enjoyed the movie Faster. I actually thought it was really good, but that's just my opinion. The Rundown was a fun movie too, from what I remember. Haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen those movies, so
I seen The Rundown. It was okay. It's a comedy. It's
Right.
it's PG-13, but it was decent. At least it was an original story and stuff. But
right. Mama Bear says I enjoyed the new Jumanji movies, which I still haven't seen.
they are good. They are
Yeah.
good. They are good. And it's an ensemble. It's The Rock and other people.
Right.
I guess The Rock starring vehicles, he has to just watch it a little bit. Like I think he's putting all his eggs in his Black Adam basket, and that didn't really
that didn't work.
pan out. But he's gonna be in like the live action Moana or whatever. So it is what it is. Enrico says story first. Drama is needed to make people care about the actions. Drama, intention, then action.
I agree.
Yeah,
like I needed
it
the drama.
helps.
Need the tension. John V. Page says Extraction 2 was damn good. I had a little more respect for the Russo brothers. Yeah, Extraction 2 was good. Should have been theaters. It should have been theaters. I like why this damn thing was not in theaters. Mama says, are you guys looking forward to Rebel Moon? Hold on, I'm trying to remember what Rebel Moon.
Yeah, Rebel Moon is the Zack Snyder space opera Star Warsian type franchise that he created.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the teaser for that, and just the fact that I said what's Rebel Moon, and I had to be reminded of it is kind of crazy because I don't know what that teaser showed me.
It was like some costumes. They were filming out in the desert or something, and something like that.
I don't. I think also maybe to Snyder's credit, I think that trailer was cut terribly. Like I could tell it was a
Well,
badly cut trailer.
it wasn't a real trailer. It was like kind of like a
Yeah,
first look kind of
it
thing.
was a teaser, but it, like I felt like they were reusing scenes or something. I'm like, yo, whoever cut this, like, could have cut the time in half.
Yeah, I guess it's like it's not ready to be
Yeah,
seen. I
yeah,
haven't
it's
seen
not
enough to be that excited about, but I guess I'm excited at least it's some original thing.
yeah.
Now I have seen his other movies since Justice League. What was the other one? The zombie one.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I gotta depends. Like I don't know if I'm ready for like another 3.5 hour like part one. Like he's doing a version. Like he's
Right.
kind of tightened it up a little bit, like in the editing department, but. Sure, why not? I mean, like, look, if I see some crazy visuals, because he's gonna make this look like crazy,
Of course.
and it's gonna be on Netflix, so it's not like you gotta pay extra for it.
Right.
So yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, I was excited for something new. Enrico says, yeah, the Russo brothers were comedy guys too. Look at their track record. Yeah, it's true. They used to write for Community, that sitcom. So who knows, like, how that happened. I guess they had an opinion on like what action should look like, and they just hired the right guys to make it happen.
Right.
Enrico says, same as the Joker director, a comedy guy. True. And it's funny because Todd Phillips said that, look, he can't really do comedy anymore because everything's so, politically correct. So he's like, let's just move to dramas. And I guess he had more success doing the Joker. Now he got Joker 2. See if he can repeat the success.
Right.
Faye says, yeah, Clownfish TV did a video on it before, and I think I saw a neurotic video. Oh, this is something else. Massa Enrico says, I personally believe humor is the most expressive emotion. And if one can master humor, and all fall within are easy and simple in comparison. Yeah, they say that comedy is the hardest thing to do, but if you can master it, then it's pretty good. Like you got yeah. I think a movie like Ghostbusters is pretty hard to like blend in horror and comedy, but they did it so well, and it's a
That is
classic that no one can really repeat.
true. Yeah.
People can really repeat, and they try, but they fail mostly.
I'll bring this talking about Disney stuff. Hold on, let me scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, I saw an interesting Nerdrotic video today. They were interviewing Mark Millar, and they were just going back and forth on like the comic book biz and the movie biz, and they're basically in agreement. Like they got to stop with the frivolous content. They got to start like catering to the fans a little more and having like sturdy scripts and all this. It makes sense. I did, and what's funny? Like Mark Millar's films were actually one of the bright spots in terms of action movies.
Right.
In recent years. So you had Kingsman, you had Wanted, you had Kick-Ass. Those are pretty solid action movies. So and Kingsman was pretty great.
Oh yeah, I still haven't seen the sequel, but
and Kick-Ass too.
Kick-Ass was dope.
So yeah, JVP says he'd rather watch Sharknado over Skyscraper. Well, there you go.
Damn. Hey. Hold on, I found a new action star as well. I was mistaken. There they go right there. So.
Yeah, that's the next generation right there.
Looking off to a distance. we went from Scarlett Johansson to this, bro.
It's something else, huh? I guess I don't know. If it was a comedy, they had to hire a comedy writer to do things.
Well,
Except I think like Disney
funny.
thinks that they're funny on their own. Yeah, Marvel thinks they're funny on their own. They don't got to hire a comedy writer to like punch things up. So there's issues.
What is up with her costume? Captain Marvel.
I don't know. It's like kind of muted. Maybe they punch it up in the.
No, but I'm saying even the design is kind of trash. Like I don't know what's going on. I'm just noticing now. So I feel like it looked better before.
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're doing right now. They're just like making movies just to make them, and they're on strike right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen with any of this stuff. It's just gonna be.
Oh, that's right.
People are saying Hollywood's gonna collapse. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it'd be interesting to see. I mean, if it was gonna collapse, it ain't looking good. Let's just put it that way.
The next wave is gonna be the NPCs.
Right. Now I tell you this. All the people that are like hoping for Hollywood's demise and like the end of the movie business and all this, I hope that they are like, I don't know, reading up on how to like shoot a camera and how to like set up a lighting and how to like, move a boom mic or something.
Right.
I hope like people are gonna like, start making at least some comedies around the house or something, because people need stories. People need
right. It's like
narrative.
what Mama Bear was saying before. Like, we need it. I know I needed it.
Yeah.
I just get more antsy because I'm not getting it.
I'm not gonna be watching listen to like 100 podcasts or like, I don't know. I mean, I can just watch old movies and old TV shows all day long, but like, when it comes to like, if there's gonna be like no new stuff coming out because people don't want to step up to the plate, then I don't know. They're gonna have to be some kind of, and it should be at the end of the day. Like, they should just find a place,
right,
with a decent climate and start making some movies with like, decent sized budgets or whatever. Actually, things that are actually good. But who knows? Maybe things need to fall apart for they can get better. That's what I say.
I guess. Yeah. And to be honest, for the remainder of the year, I don't know what else I'm supposed to be looking forward to. Just to get my action fix this year. What did I have to do? I had to see John Wick 4. Then I had to see Creed 3. Then I had to see Mission Impossible. And then I had to buy Resident Evil 4 Remake. And I'm still unsatisfied because it wasn't enough. Oh yeah, Hades 2 is coming out like next month. It's an isometric game, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, some of these
scraping the
movies are
bottom of the
not
barrel.
movies. They're just like some weird propaganda psyop on America. So it's not really like you're not missing out.
Yeah, that's true.
Too
But I'm
much.
saying
So,
I crave more of what I liked
right.
from this year. Okay, like,
Well, I guess Sean will have to be studying up his camera techniques, and he will have to be the next action director for the next generation or something.
facts. I'm a film joint on my phone.
Yeah, he's gonna whip out the phone. He's gonna do some karate kicks for you guys.
Upper practice.
That's right, karate. So, all right, guys.
Yep.
Listen, if you like what we do, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell to find out when we're coming on next. Check out the links in the description. Read Cyberpunk Fairytale. We're doing action stuff too. You know what I'm saying? We studied the action greats. John Woo. All right. 2 guns. People flipping. You've seen all the anime. We should be action directors after what we've completed in our comic book right now. It's like a visual feast for the eyes. Read Cyberpunk Fairytale.
And when we say anime,
at comicbook.com.
Right. When we say anime, we mean like, the unforgettable stuff.
Yes. Hardcore action anime, okay, that you grew up with as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Now, thanks for stopping by.
Yes. All right, y'all. We will see you next time we pop on. Peace out.
Peace.